Super Sebring, round 6 of the FIA World Endurance Championship. Remembering Charlie Whiting, the race director for Formula One, who passed away earlier this week, friend of many and mentor also to quite a lot of our officials in the paddock. Well, the usual pre-race ceremony that you expect from any US-based race event. And this is a double race weekend, not just World Endurance Championship, but the IMSA WeatherTech Series also racing here as well, with their group of prototypes and GT cars.
Start of the formation lap.
Field rolled at 4 p.m. local, with the Toyota's 1-2, number 8 car that sat on pole position, grabbing the lead as positions changed through the LMP2 and GT field between the start line and the first corner. The Toyotas set off, making the most of clear air for as many as maybe 3 laps at a mighty canter. In the LMP2 category, Jackie Chan DC Racing went 1-2. Early trouble for the number 1 Rebellion car. Battle in the AM class between the 2 Proton Dempsey Porsches behind the lead car of Project One. Early problem for the number 1 Rebellion, and then also for 38. Puncture for the number 11 SMP Racing car. As the battle raged in the GTE Pro class, Corvette dropping back early on, and Ferrari at the tail of the field. Ignition issues for 66 Ford, big crash for Egor Orudchev in the number 17 SMP racing car that put them out and brought out our first safety car. Temperature dropping, but not on track, as the AM class leader Jörg Bergmeister got eased out of the way by Giancarlo Fisichella, who'd serve a penalty for that later. Problems coming out of the pits for Pastor Maldonado, tagging the back of the 31 Dragon Speed LMP2 car. That brought out our second safety car. And into the dusk, the GT battles raged all the way up and down the order. 67 Ford out front. And Egidio Perfetti in the AM class working his way firmly up to the lead. Contact putting Darren Turner out of the race and costing the number 2 Porsche, or out of the lead of the race in Pro, costing number 2 Porsche a penalty. And then an issue for the number 1 Rebellion car. They are continuing to have gear shift issues after their earlier problem. Nearly took out one of the lead Toyotas. Then a major problem again. Matthias Besch finding himself with a box full of neutrals and committed to the inside line. And how close was this for the Ferrari? Closer than a close thing on close day. Besch hitting the wall, and subsequently the car having to go back behind the wall for further repairs. Lots of entertainment for the fans throughout a long weekend of sports car racing. 8 hours on Friday, 12 hours on Saturday. And if it's like this, it will be edge of the seat stuff. In the GTE Pro class battle, Ford led most of the distance, but BMW and Porsche were closing in all the time. Porsche getting in front, BMW out of sync leading. Number 3 Rebellion car then striking late race trouble, and that moved the number 11 SMP car up into the top 3. 91 versus 81 was the story of the end of the GTE Pro class battle. 81, the BMW owed us a fuel stop towards the end, but as the rain came, everybody had to stop for tyres. The fuel made the difference. The 81 car losing the lead in Pro to the 91 Porsche, and as Loic Duval lost control of his TDS Oreca, that brought the safety car out with a dozen minutes to go. We finished under green, Toyota 1-2, celebrating another win in FIA WEC.
It was very interesting but tough for me in the end. We knew that we had a gap, so I didn't take any risk, but the track condition out there was really tricky. Yeah, on the start-finish straight, I couldn't even go flat out because the car was doing like this. So it was really tricky, even just to bring the car home. So I'm really happy to come back here with no damage on the car. And yeah, the win is like a bonus for us.
So Toyota claims its first win in Sebring since, now there's a question, for this Toyota team it is a first. I would suggest the last win was in 1993 for a All-American Racing Toyota Eagle Mark III. Juan Fangio II and Andy Wallace, who backed up their 92 win to make it 2 on the bounce, and that will be the last time a Toyota won here. Enjoy the spring. Join us in Spa as we get close to the end of the greatest season of endurance racing in the place.